Podcast.
Yeah. What's goody? Talk nice. This is Ali Simlar Podcast, Season 2, Episode 23.
23.
I am Rello. To the right of me, I have
DJ Dane-Ja.
Darren, what's good?
Joan. EAZ.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Hypa on the outside.
Hypa.
Yes, sir. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody weekend? What's going on? Everybody gooch?
Everybody.
Yeah, we good. Everything good on these sides.
That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
Good to hear.
I tried to go see Lion King, and that shit still sold out.
Still,
dog.
I feel like that movie's gonna do good by default.
Yeah, it's gonna reach a bill quick.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it already did.
First weekend. I don't know what it did first weekend. I
don't know either.
I see people trying to kill it because of Beyonce. Like they hate her.
Yeah, they've been cooking it because of
what? I think
I
that's what discouraged me.
They've
I
been
ain't
cooking
gonna
the
hold
movie
you.
because of Beyonce.
I was gonna
and then
like
Danny Glover.
I feel like not everyone, but a lot of people were saying, "Oh, she didn't need to be a part of it." Why it started to feel like it's a Beyonce type of.
Nah, they were saying I heard her. I seen the movie, but they were saying
you
that
seen it?
Yeah,
It
her
was
actions, her voice,
It was weak.
her voiceovers
Yeah,
wasn't good.
I thought it was weak. The live
saw
action, I expected more of
Nigga
it.
sees everything.
Yeah.
How the hell?
I'm a movie guy.
I was gonna go see it on Friday. I was gonna take my daughter, whatever. But for some reason, there's a lot of movies that I'm not interested in seeing, but I would take her to see anyway. But I don't know, maybe subconsciously those Beyonce, dirt that was being thrown. I think that kind of discouraged me too, because they kept stressing like
what type of dirt were they saying?
Like her accent,
Her voice
her
wasn't.
Texas accent, like
She wasn't acting out the role good in the voiceovers. Basically.
Bro, you need to
Exactly.
relax. It's
That
Lion
real?
King, huh?
No, but
Lion King. Like literally, if you saw the cartoon, you saw the movie. Like
It's not about that. It's about what.
when I see Lion King, I don't want to think of Beyonce at all. I think that's what they're trying to get. Like once you hear her voice, you know that's Beyonce and not the character you're looking at.
A lot of people was upset too that Whoopi wasn't one of the hyenas because she had a breakout role in the cartoon. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like her personality, the
They didn't
jokes
really
and
use
everything.
much of the originals though. They didn't really.
Yeah.
I think they used like one.
They didn't use the kid from Smart Guy who was Simba.
Yeah, nah.
You
They
know, the
didn't
black
use,
kid.
they only used Mufasa, not Mufasa.
Like
Yeah,
one
they only
dude.
used Mufasa.
Yeah.
They used
that?
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, James Earl Jones.
They use him
They,
again?
they better have used him.
That's cool.
Shit, you can't change that voice.
Facts.
James Earl's
Only
the
one
man.
person could do that voice.
But nah, I mean everybody should still go see it. You should. take
I'ma
your
still
daughter,
go.
check it out.
Oh, it's the same thing
what
as the
it is.
cartoon, right?
Yeah, dog.
Don't let the critics get to you.
It's not
man.
even that. That was really my thought process. Like, yo, if I seen the cartoon, I went to see Beauty and the Beast, and I just
Nigga,
felt like
that's
I went
you.
to see it again.
That ain't your daughter, nigga. That's you. You
Yeah,
talking
so the
about
cartoon?
your ass. I'm taking.
And the
you
funny
take
thing,
your
I
daughter.
see people like, "Yo, don't spoil
Don't
it.
spoil it, yo,
Shut
bruh.
up. No, but you know what it was?
It was joking, right?
I said no.
No, it was dead
I was like, yo, we know the
Word,
story
Mufasa
already. What's the
died.
problem? It was like, well, it's just the feel of it. It's like people are actually spoiling it with the actual, I guess, the screen.
You got
and-
5 seconds more stupider just for listening to what their excuse was for that song.
I don't care, bro.
It's like it's the vibe of it. The vibe. I don't want nobody
Can
to
you
tell me
believe
the
Scar
vibe.
killed Mufasa?
Can't believe that. I'm still tight. Like, nigga, you ain't see it the first time?
Yeah, like you see the
But
cartoon. You saw the cartoon. You saw this, nigga.
But I think what people probably was getting at was that they're not going to do it the exact same way. So don't tell them.
No, not that. They was like, who said it? I forgot who it was.
yeah,
But he
don't
was
tell.
like-
Those
Yeah,
don't
I'm
say
not-
who
I
it
wouldn't do
is.
But he was like,
yourself
yo, nah, people actually putting the actual screen, like the video of it. So it's like, I don't want to see the video. I want to see it for the first
yeah,
time.
don't bootleg it for
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
Bootleg it for me.
You want to
Good
see the
save.
cinema?
Good save.
That's
That's what he said.
Oh, it was a guy?
You know the person, too.
Oh,
You
man.
gotta narrow it down now.
Which one of them stupid dudes?
Kids or no kid? Now, let me say.
I bet you if you do find out who it is, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I can see his ass say some shit like that. I can see his ass say some shit like that.
Hopefully he's not listening to this episode.
No, hopefully he is listening.
Well, look, if you've seen it, that's drop your comments down below on the Ali Simlar Podcast show. For those who haven't seen it, go check it out. Get your own opinion on it. This weekend has been a rough weekend, man. This past week, I guess you can say, with the shootings in El Paso. This has, basically been the topic of discussion. I know we have our inputs and, a couple of things that we want to say on it. I seen Donald Trump do his little, I don't know if it's called a state of address, but he did it yesterday. basically just telling his condolences to the people of El Paso shooting, blah blah blah.
And where was the second one? It was Dayton, Ohio, or something like that.
Yeah, Dayton, Ohio one. Just giving his, basically his, I guess, his politically correct response, which I thought was extreme bullshit. Everything he said I thought was bullshit. But you guys can add your opinion on it, how you felt about, what's going on with these shootings, about the gun laws, and how you think we need to crack down on this so this doesn't happen, and blah, blah, blah. How you guys see it? How you guys feel about it?
I just wanted to point out one story in the Dayton, Ohio shooting. That this black woman, like, she called her husband and her.
I seen that, bro. I was gonna bring that up, but that's fucking tragic, bro.
She called him and was like, "Look, I just got shot in my head. Get my kids
while a bullet
and
in her
make
head.
sure, like, you take care of them, and I love you and everything like that." And she died, bro. Like that, I was like,
"That's crazy,
bro."
OD. I saw
the
that.
baby was
yesterday.
only two months, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, that's the age of my son.
But where was that one? I
In
know
Dayton,
it
Ohio.
was Dayton,
Ohio.
Ohio, but where specific? It wasn't in the Walmart, right? The Walmart was El Paso.
Where
I think
was
the
it?
Dayton, Ohio was in the mall, I think. It was in a
It was in a
mall
mall?
or close to a mall. I think. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's where that one was at. I think.
That's crazy,
Bro. So, like, I was just like, I don't know what we could do with the gun laws and everything like that, because it's like you want it, but then you don't. Like in New York, I think we definitely
New York
don't
have
need it.
anything.
I don't think we need it.
If we
in
don't
New
need it,
York.
I feel like every other state
Between
should
the
not need
road
it either.
rage and shit like that, it'd get real
I truly
crazy.
feel like we're so used to not having it. Like if other states just start to say they're not gonna have it as well, it's just like obviously it's gonna be like illegal, but it's still like we don't have it. So does it happen that much in New York? Like, do we really have like these type of mass killings that?
No, we didn't even have one. Like, as far as guns is concerned, we was shocked when people got shot in Brooklyn like a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And not to compare, but like it was one fatality, but 13 people got shot. Like there, he's like these mass shooters is going to kill people.
Yeah, with fucking ARs.
You know what I'm saying? And they got weapons that you get caught with that in New York, your family doing life. You know what I'm saying? Like
big time shit.
It's just a difference, man. I don't believe that this president even care though. Like, he's so in with the NRA, they're not going to change nothing.
Nah, he talked about the nigga dodged everything, bro. And then it was reading the dude's like his last note that he wrote before he went into and everything he's saying in his note is basically shit that Donald Trump said about immigrants taking our jobs. You know what I'm saying? How if they say this is Donald Trump's fault, then it's fake news. Like, this is stuff that he wrote in his like
dossier.
His dossier, whatever, before he went and committed crimes. And it's like, yo, for you to be so insensitive as far as how the situation. The nigga made a comment like, "Oh, it's the mental people. It's the mental illness people behind the gun that's doing the shooting. It's not the gun." It's like he's trying to dodge the video games that we need to stop while letting kids watch. Like everything he talked about instead, he said nothing about gun laws, NRA, nothing about it's like, bro, you can't dodge it, bro. Everything you put on it is nothing. Everything's gonna go boil down to you could be the most upset nigga in the world. If you have a knife, how many people you gonna kill with a knife? If you have a gun, it's the reason why you being able to kill so many people at one time. So no matter how you juggle it, no matter what you say, it all comes down to who has the gun in their hand. So
and then I'm pretty sure these guns were legally bought. So you can't even say, "Oh, these are illegal guns," and you can't say, "Oh, he suffered from this and this, that, and the third." Now they going so far to try to defend this dude and the other guy. They now saying, "Oh, the link is divorce. This causes like certain things." I'm
it's
like,
always
bro,
some excuse. I'm getting tired of the same excuses.
In this country, divorce is like 40 to 50%. I looked it up after they said that bullshit, and I'm like,
how old are these niggas? Wasn't that old? Like, I mean, from the pictures, I don't know how old.
You're not talking about divorce within them. They're talking about divorce
like
in
their parents. Like,
so it's like for
your
them,
parents got divorced.
It's single family household like black people.
You know how many black niggas in the
that's
hood
what I'm
growing
saying.
Up? They ain't killing nobody in no freaking churches and whatnot.
And,
like, come on,
in
man.
droves like this.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm
but-
like, all right, so does that? Are you going to start profiling people that are childs of divorcees? Like what's going to change if that's the case? If you notice this trend, what you going to do about it? You can't force people to stay together. Like, And his girlfriend was like, she saw signs like, yeah, this was going to happen. I knew it. So come on, man.
They said nothing was done about it. They ain't
Mhm.
say nothing. So I don't know. It's like we ignoring the signs. The gun laws have to change, man. And ain't no way other way you could flip it, man.
They
It is
notice
what it is.
all this shit, bro. I'm telling you. They see it. They just keep it quiet. And then when some shit happen, be like, well, his family were going through a tough time. There
He
was
was mentally
bankruptcy. And like, cut it out, bro. You know
One
what
thing
I
I
mean?
He said
do
he had a
notice
list
though
of
with,
people.
with like even anybody that moved down south, my family members, first thing they do is get a gun. So I feel
because
like
the
their
opportunity is there.
mentality is like, okay, we can have it, we'll go get it. Now we
Yeah.
can protect our own family. So
Mhm.
when they say, yo, we don't want to change gun laws because it's easy for them to get it, but it's just like, okay, these situations is happening, something has to change.
But if you think about it too, like the person that has a gun and they have it legally, they could have probably stopped him. Like I ain't gonna fight no dude bare hands if he got an AK. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if I got a gun, I'll probably shoot at him. But other than that, I'm not. You know, that's why I said it's a give and take, because it's like I don't want them to take it away, but I also feel like something got to be done, man. Because these dudes,
Maybe like, why do you need an AR, whatever, AK, whatever?
yeah, there's
47.
really no purpose for
Why
that.
do you need that?
Like you don't need like that. Ain't even a hunting gun.
It's playing too much Call of Duty.
I seen this. Somebody wrote on I think it was Facebook. It said Walmart will harass you to see your receipt for 2-liter soda, but they ain't see this nigga coming. They ain't see this nigga coming with the AK. I'm like, yeah, that's kind
only
of true.
Yeah, that's only
that's a
Walmart. That's
fact.
Walmart in New York. That's New
They
York
don't check your
Walmarts.
seat.
They everywhere else is just like it's so lax. Everywhere, every Walmart I've been to out of New York is lax. It's not crowded. It's 24 hours all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's funny. I hardly go to Walmart, and I came out there today too. And I just know what time it is. They was actually not paying attention. I just had my receipt. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna. No, y'all gonna check this shit. 'Cause I don't want no
Yeah, I
accusations
don't wanna leave
as I leave. And you're
without-
like,
now
making
imagine
me look
that
crazy.
shit happen in the Walmart over here. Like we're just walking Walmart.
this is exactly why it needs to be talked about, because like don't exempt it from happening here just because it never happened here. You know what I mean?
But it's
Still a
also the
possibility
gun
it could
laws
happen
we
here.
have here. Like the gun laws we have here, bro. You do that, I'm telling you, it's
they give you football numbers.
They're finishing
They
you.
give you
Like
football
I don't even
numbers.
think we have the death penalty here, but they bring it if you do some shit like that.
You don't think they're gonna finish him?
Nah.
And they said Donald
Nah.
Trump said you going to enforce the death penalty. So
Oh please,
I mean,
the
it's
guy
gonna
that
be-
shot up the movie theater is still alive, bro. They talking about he in a psych ward, like he ain't in jail. So I ain't even trying to hear none of that.
yeah, I don't blame you. There's been a lot of those. I don't think any of them got those death penalties.
No, Dylan Roof, like
All of them.
none of.
Yeah.
Some of them probably gonna be on death row like the whole amount of time. Sometimes you be on death row the whole time and they don't actually even initiate the whole.
Niggas be dying at 90. Like, oh,
Yeah.
he finally dead. We
Yeah.
can celebrate. Like, no, I want him to have a painful ass life. Like,
like he
beat
calls
him up
everybody
every day
else.
with bars of soap. Like,
For real.
Oh nigga. Well, the other nigga died, right? The one that did the shooting at the country concert.
I didn't
Or
hear
was
that.
that
older guy?
Vegas?
That was
He
Vegas.
killed
yeah.
himself,
He
didn't
di-
they?
he
Or
died,
they
right?
they shot him, I think, right?
Nah.
I think he died.
He
I think
They
they
didn't
shot
arrest
him.
him. Yeah, they
He
didn't arrest
didn't
him. He
die?
died at the scene.
Yeah, I think they shot him. I think so.
I think they died. He died at the
Word?
scene. I think.
Yeah.
boy was aiming out the window and just going off. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think
He killed way more people. I think he was in the
Yeah.
70s.
Killed like
some
40
shit.
something. 40 something.
And
40
I,
something?
what was his issue? Like, what they said was
I don't
behind
think they
him
ever
doing-
found out. I don't think he ever came out.
Because he died, probably. Did he die? I don't know.
Can't even say that was race motivated because he was killing.
That was
He
a
killed
white
his own people.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
all these
this one-
people have
all these
different
people-
It
motives.
could be
man.
political
It's not-
too.
just because you're not killing your own people, it's just this is domestic terrorism.
Yeah,
Period.
you're a terrorist. Like, say that.
Yeah.
And I think
They,
that's what
they
people
try to stray
want.
away from that word.
Yeah,
also.
like call him a terrorist, bro. Because if it was somebody black, Asian, Hindu, like anything, like that's what it would have been.
they can't call it that.
Can't
Because a
call
lot-
what?
They can't call it domestic terrorist because they look at it as a lot of people think that way. So therefore, what you calling other people? A lot of people, even though like say, like those people was thinking about doing that to black people or how we doing this because the reason that the dude gave on his dossier. A lot of white people think that way. What do you think? What are you gonna say? You're basically saying all white, a lot of white people that think that way is
No,
terrorists.
well, yeah, white supremacists are terrorists, bro.
But going
what
back
they
to
are.
what we was talking about before we turn this podcast on, they would never say that.
I mean, they ain't gonna say it, but that's what it is. I
Yeah.
mean,
We're naive. They're naive to it. They'd be like, "Oh, we're not. Oh, I'm not racist. I just have racist thoughts."
Oh yeah, he did kill himself.
he killed himself, or
Yeah,
they
Yeah,
shot
he
him.
killed himself.
Yeah, he wasn't going down.
And then the post nightclub thing.
with the
Florida.
gay nightclub.
Yeah.
Orlando John.
Yeah, where they killed how many? Like 50 people died, bro. Like
He died too, though. Did he? He get shot?
No, I don't think so.
I think he alive.
Oh. Ah, man, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. Rest in peace to all of those
Yeah,
who passed
condolences
away
to the
from
families.
these shootings. On semi-good news, ASAP Rocky is out. He's out and free. So shouts to ASAP for that.
Yo.
Finally, I know he was going through a little struggle out there.
Yeah.
Is he free? That he doesn't still have to go to trial or something like that?
Nah, he's done.
I
good?
don't know if he got to go back to trial, but I know he's home. He's back here. He's not.
him
out
and
there.
his
That she ain't
friends.
going back to no Sweden. What, Sweden? Sweden?
Yeah,
Dub now.
definitely ain't going back to Sweden. Son.
They got a bad rap now. Everybody wanted America to be like Sweden with the whole PTO and family leave and all that shit. Because they dads get like a year off or something like that, and they
Alright.
work
Maternity?
yeah, and I think they get like 3-4 hour breaks or something.
They get nap time. Yeah, Europe
Yeah,
is
they get
different.
nap time and all that.
Ain't
But they tax that
is it-
50%
ain't it
rate.
Sweden where they get like it be nighttime, but it's be like bright outside.
Nah, you talk about Alaska or something.
Alaska got that thing. What's it called again? Where like the
6 months
stars.
of six,
6 months,
of daytime.
daylight and 6
Yeah.
months of nighttime.
Yeah.
I remember I was just randomly off topic, but I remember when I was going to I think Paris, and I had a connection. I forgot where it landed. It was Iceland actually, and it was 2 a.m, and the shit looked like a sunset, and I was like, that is crazy. Like this first time I've ever been somewhere at nighttime and just saw that.
What they call that thing in like
pretty
Alaska when it's like the sky's like green and shit
Yeah,
like
I know.
that? What's it called? I forgot the name
Northern
of it.
Lights or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think that's what they call. No, is it?
I think it's Northern
I
Lights.
think they call it something, but like the whole sky is green and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, I seen that. I see that shit on like TV. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
That's pretty
see
dope.
If it's Northern Lights. I don't know.
Shout to Sap. He's free back home. Good for him.
Yeah, welcome home, man. And his friends too, bro. Because they could have just left them because he's the
Securities
celebrity.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shouts to them. Glad they back home. R. Kelly found on another 2 charges. I think they're gonna bury this nigga
Yeah,
under the
son.
jail.
Like it's like you
It's super
just
over for him.
can't dodge.
You're right.
Allegation.
You're right, Darren. It is called
You
Northern
welcome, fuck boy.
About what?
Nah, because he tried to. I'm not really sure. I'll read. Let me.
Nigga, I'm not sure.
About what though?
do the facts with the Northern Lights thing.
Investigate this. Pushed up the glasses.
That shit look
See
dope.
what's going on here.
Yeah, that shit look dope.
But yeah, it's look like this
That's
man
a
is gonna be.
photographer's dream, bro.
Look like this man is gonna be very.
What we saying? Who we talking about?
R. Kelly. Yes, found on another 2 charges.
About
New
the
York,
Matrix,
yeah.
that one
They
too.
said in New York.
Huh?
They said in New York he got charged with 2, right?
2 more charges. Yeah. So look like
They hitting this man.
He about
Left,
to
gonna be
there,
done.
right.
Matrix
Pause.
that one too. They gonna hit him with another one. He gonna Matrix those 2.
I don't know how he getting away with.
I don't know either.
Matrix and them shits.
he's out right now.
Nah,
I think so.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, yeah.
he just got locked up in a different town. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Ooh.
And they
like
let him,
last week. So they let him out. He gonna have to get locked up out here now.
They
played-
bring you in on the charges to let you know that they exist in that state, but they don't keep you. Like
If he posts bail, he can get
he
back
posts
out.
bail, he's out.
He broke.
yeah.
How he posting bail?
How he broke?
Man,
That's
that
fine.
man ain't
That
broke.
Can't be broke. Son.
No, sir.
Can't be broke.
He ain't broke.
It's just a shame all of his. That's funny when you go back to those shit that you posted. That was you that was in the chat.
Yeah.
What?
About females saying they still love R. Kelly.
Bruh.
That's right.
It's
Bruh.
real.
It's a real thing, son. Like
It's real.
I take my
Can you not? Are you supposed to not love the music no more? Because
some people think like that. There's some people like, yo, if this is his beliefs and these are the things that he do, like, stay away from him. He's a bad guy. Like, people separate
No,
the
R.
person.
Kelly's in jail.
Some
Oh,
people
matter of fact,
separate the music
That's
from the
3 weeks
person.
ago.
And long as they playing
But
the music,
What
to
if
make
his
them
music helped you be a better person though? Like what if his music did help people,
I'm-
bro?
that's, you got to take that into
That's what
consideration.
I was gonna say. Truthfully, I don't care if somebody don't like me. If I wanted to listen to the music, and I'm not just gonna say, oh, he is who he is right now. All that good music from back in the day, I'm done with. So I'm not stopping. I don't really listen to it now.
I'm about to say so.
But like I don't go. I don't.
That
I haven't
Kels.
done that in years. I haven't gotten a call like, let me throw this R.
I
Kelly
never
on.
did that. Never.
So
Y'all did though. Y'all was like,
yo, back in the day, I used to do that shit.
Heavy.
Woo,
Still-
it's a lot of
still keep it
roadkill
up.
under that
Keep it
bus you threw him under.
no, I'm keeping it a buck.
Well,
They've said it on the chat.
Y'all
like,
did it.
Y'all did that though.
Oh, I listen to R. Kelly.
I'll listen to R. Kelly.
I listen to R. Kelly.
I don't care.
Keep
If
it
I
a
want
stack.
if it comes on, I'm not gonna be like click, turn this off. It's just R. Kelly now. I'm like, no, just rock out. I don't care. It's like if I
But
like the
see,
song,
even before this whole situation like resurfaced, like I wasn't going to his music anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But
me either.
I did like his music, and I
Exactly.
still do. It's just like I listen to it a little different.
It's
like
hard.
the-
It's hard. Pause. It's like
it's
really like.
damn. Was you?
No,
like-
I'm real. Nah, if you
it's
really,
like-
as soon as
like
I
you
hear
feel
it, that's what I
guilty
think.
for some
no,
reason.
no, real talk. If you really listen to like half the songs all over again, it's hard to not think that he was actually talking about the things he was doing, bro.
I don't think about that
it's
automatically,
Not, it's not. No,
I
but
don't
it's
either.
certain
I'm about
songs.
to.
Like with
I'll
me,
laugh.
with me, it's the age ain't nothing but a number. Keep it on the down low.
Calling himself a pipe piper.
Those things is like, oh, I ain't gonna listen to those songs. But I'll
So
listen
as soon as you
to
hear it, that's what you think. You think
now.
about that.
Now, yeah.
I don't.
Damn.
Just
don't
certain
think so.
certain songs though, like because like Ignition, I'm not thinking about none of that. Or Step in the Name of Love, I Believe I Could Fly.
Damn, we can't even play that.
A
no more,
Woman's
son. That's so
Worth.
crazy.
Like
Why?
those songs.
I
is
mean,
like,
you could, but
get-
some people really be getting upset, son. Like, I'm
Some
the type.
people, you don't
I'm
think
the,
some people be getting fake upset?
I'm the type. I'm the.
Big
of course,
facts.
you already know it's
Yeah.
it's what's hot
because
now.
if
It's
you
the trend.
if you
Trendy.
grooving and you the one person that feel away, you ain't going to explain it. But now if you're like, oh no, turn that off, you join it. Oh yeah, turn that off.
I'll be honest with you. Since all this R. Kelly stuff been happening, I've never fully 100% say I'm not gonna play any R. Kelly anymore. But I do. I'm still like skeptical, and I do tiptoe around certain songs that I play.
He's still getting the clubs though, because that
I played the
Take
one with
You
him and
Home with me.
I
Girl,
played.
you're
I
looking
definitely
like a
still play that one
bunny.
because it's a
It's
hook,
different.
and you kind of don't even realize it's R. Kelly. But when you play like My Mind's Bumping Grind and all that, I get
It's
that
clear-
eye. They get
clear
that
hit.
eye.
They play that in the club like that's like
That was a mandatory.
no that's like what's it called hours? That's like
3 o'clock. Everybody go
yeah,
home.
it's like
This is your last
put
chance
this on,
to
go
grab your
get
joint.
that shorty right now.
Uh-huh.
Hours.
But it's easy. I think it's very easy to say, especially for somebody like Dane-Ja you don't listen to him. That's different. Like say Eminem was reported for raping girls and got in trouble. It'll be more detrimental to you to listen to the music now because you're actually an Eminem fan. You're not really an R. Kelly fan, so you could throw
That's
it away
why- that's
just
why I
like
said,
that
yeah,
and then be
I mean,
gooch for you.
You have to.
But
Yeah, because
somebody
listening to music is not about him. It's about like
The vibe that it gives.
not even just the vibe. It's like what it kind of what the song or what the music meant to you at that time. Or like certain songs has a nostalgic feel to you. Like it puts you back in a place.
Yep.
Like to a certain thing. So it's not necessarily about him. Like don't get me wrong. Like yeah, what he did was wrong. But at the end of the day, I'm not listening to his music for him. I'm listening to it like
For whatever.
for memories for me. And at the end of the day, I'm not letting him play with my kids. So it's like, what the fuck does that got to do with me?
Your kids say you don't care.
No, you didn't hear what I said.
That's what it sounds like.
No, I'm not letting him play or be around my kids. So what does that really got to do with me listening to his music? Does that mean I don't care?
My kid hearing his music he's not raping them.
Yeah, so it's
Like
like,
it's not.
it don't mean I don't care.
No,
it's
it
just
ain't
that
you don't
it's
give a
just
fuck
There
about
are
common
situation.
sense.
some people who get influenced by words in music. So even though you may not have him
So
around your
if
kids
that's the
now,
case, Kels ain't
you can make him listen to your child listen to him. And your child might grow up listening to him like, yo, this nigga is the truth, not knowing
all right.
it's
So,
truth.
so you
know, wait.
So
We doing
kinda-
that.
I'm not saying it's me. I'm just saying.
Okay, I understand.
Nah, I get
but
it.
what I'm saying is,
But
your
we doing that now.
the way we thinking.
Low key, like we doing that now. We listening and embracing people that we don't really know.
That's why I
Yeah.
brought that to your attention. Like you can say, hey, it ain't about me.
I like Bill Cosby.
I'm not
for a
having his
long
kids
time.
around me, but
I
then
still fuck
you
with
may be
Cosby.
listening to him, and you have
Well.
your kids around him, and then that's who your kids is listening to, and he's influenced by him, and he doesn't know, and your child might grow up not knowing his history. It's kind of
Yeah, but like Bill Cosby raised a whole generation of black men, and
but we did.
we're not
because we
embracing
didn't-
that though.
because we didn't know what he was doing behind the scenes.
But that's what we're never gonna know.
I don't separate the two. I guess you could say I look at the positive, not just
You
dashing
said you
away.
don't separate the two. So
No, I do.
oh, I thought you
You
said you
don't.
don't.
You said
I,
you don't.
I do separate the two because, like,
why I looked at him.
although Bill Cosby did what he did, I felt like he had more of a positive impact. I seen his aim.
You seen the
for what he was
Cosby
trying
Show.
to do for.
You seen the different world.
Of course,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
he made like through television. He made the whole world look at us black people in a positive light. To be
So let me
That's
ask
a
you
fact.
this: when stuff like that happens, do you throw all the good things in the trash? Do you think people just throw everything in the?
Do I think people do that? Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cancel
well,
culture is
should
real.
they? You think should they do that?
I gotta think about that. I gotta think about that. Like real talk. Like if on one, that's that double life stuff. If you have this one positive influencer guy that's doing all, like, for example, Bill Cosby, he's portraying black people in a positive light. He's basically, putting knowledge in all of our heads that we can do it, and you can look at us in a positive manner. But then in his real life, he's, hypothetically speaking, in real life, he's raping girls day by day. You don't think after a while it's like, you know what? Although you did that for us, fuck you, bro.
You know,
You can stop fucking with
like
somebody,
F you,
I
bro.
don't know.
It was
You
a
can stop
comedian.
fucking with somebody, but still
He's raping a different girl. I know this is extreme, but he's raping a different girl every day. But so it's like, you know what? Although he's raping girls, he did this positive things
All right,
for us.
Chris
so
Rock-
let me
Chris
ask you a
Rock
question.
gave
so let's pay attention to that only. I don't know.
Let me ask a question. We all have probably like a unanimous opinion on like the Martin show. That's one of all of our favorite sitcoms. If it came out that Martin was doing something super similar like Bill Cosby, you gonna stop watching Martin?
See what I'm talking about? You asking me?
I haven't stopped watching Cosby, so that question is not even a pod.
I'm never.
I
Gonna
feel
stop
like-
watching Martin.
Yeah, certain
It
things.
kinda-
is like,
it kinda
Never gonna
dep-
stop.
I could separate the two.
You know
so
what-
it's-
you know what
it's
it is?
different.
Yeah.
I could think somebody's an asshole, not fuck with them, but still like things that they do. You
yeah,
know
like
what
I
I'm saying?
still listen to Kanye.
I'm starting to think
He can wear all the MAGA hats he
I
wants.
still wear Yeezy. We still wear Yeezys.
facts.
So-
I just think
These
Con-
are facts.
Kanye is smart. He pimping the system. So I'm not. I
We
don't care
still
what
wear
he. I don't care what he
Yeezys.
does.
So and some people really be like, "Yo, why y'all wearing them sneakers still?" I'm like, bro, because them shits is fire, my nigga. What's wrong with you?
But see,
Um,
like what I was about to say, not to cut you
Nah, you
off.
good, you good.
Like Chris Rock, he said something in the stand up. He was like, for black people, we got to look at America like the uncle that put you through college but molested you. And what he meant by that was like, yo, you kind of got to look at it in
That's
a way
true.
where it's like, yo, I know you did some fucked up shit to my culture for years. We've been raped our whole time in this country.
But you
So-
put me through college, so let me just forget that.
no, not forget it. He ain't say that. He ain't saying forget about it. But he's like, you're never gonna know. You're never gonna know what's going on the back end. You know
But
what I'm saying?
we're speaking
So,
on
like-
we're speaking on the things
so-
that we do know. They did. So you're saying like no matter like if they're killing people, you can still separate that.
They enslaved us and raped us. They did all that type of shit.
If in your argument, if you want to go back that far, yes, you're correct. But I'm saying like right now, like it doesn't. You really telling me like it doesn't matter what the person did, you can still separate the two, no matter what they did, no matter what.
I mean, I'm not.
Because that's what
gonna
you're
lie.
basically saying.
What?
In my argument is, I think it depends on how bad of what they did, how severe it is. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're saying, like Bill Cosby to speak, he put pills in girls' stuff, blase. That was 80 years ago. Bomb.
No, I
but
never-
he did more. The good outweighs the bad, so I can kind of forgive him and I can separate
No,
the two.
see, that's
No.
see, this is where
what
you're
I'm
wrong.
saying
Uh-huh.
is like
What?
we tend to disregard our celebrities that get caught up in shit and forgive the white people that did shit probably 10 times worse to our culture, and we forgive them for it. Because like no matter how you slice it, bro, there's a lot of people that did what Bill Cosby did, and you probably don't know about it. And then if it came out, you can't be like, all right, I ain't using MacBook no more.
Once
All right,
again,
perfect.
I
so
ain't-
once
I ain't
again,
doing
I was
this
just
no
about to
more.
bring that up. Like, you could separate the person from the person. You could separate the person from his accolades, because look at perfect.
no matter
example,
what,
Apple.
no matter what he does.
Just like Apple.
I'm asking.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
Just like Apple. Like, what's his name? Steve
Steve
Jobs.
Jobs.
Pure asshole. I would if I met him, probably I don't know, I never met him or nothing like that, but if the way he came off, if he acted like that, I probably would never fuck with him. But his technology was innovative. So what am I gonna say? Just not fuck with his technology that could move us forward in the world, just because I don't fuck with him?
Or a designer that
I
was
feel like
gay,
it
like
depends
Versace.
again, on the severity of what that person did. If there's plenty of assholes in the world, I can get over you being an asshole, but it's kind of hard.
So it depends on how big of an asshole you are.
No, it depends on what you did, bro. I'm not talking. People can be assholes. I feel like you can get over a person being an asshole, but I'm talking about the people who has, let's say, an artist with good music, and you just admire that person because he's good at what he does, but behind the scenes he's raping and killing people. Like,
What
that's
if?
what I'm
All
saying.
right,
That's an extreme, but
all right.
it's still down the same category. Like, is it still easy to say, you know what? Although he raping and killing people and all that, you know what I mean? I could still separate his raping and killings because he makes good music.
But you do know, like, there are artists that have got allegations like that. There's artists that hurt people, innocent people that are in gangs that fuck up the community and all that shit. Like, how far do you go with that?
Yeah.
Because,
it depends.
You endorsing them.
It really depends.
And it's like, oh, he's talking this gangster life, but
another
it's
thing,
coming at
another perfect example is Michael Jackson. They said he was touching kids. So would you stop listening to Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson was your childhood.
That's all allegations.
But
so is this with R. Kelly and Bill Cosby?
Nah,
what you gonna say about Kels? They made a documentary. They make a documentary on Mike too.
That
video was him, my nigga. He was pissing on that girl, bro.
Yeah,
that was him, bro. That was him. We saw that.
I think Bill is still allegations.
Even if still don't believe it.
That video.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, I didn't see the video.
Okay, but what if?
They got about 20 plus extra videos.
All right, but what if?
Kels was fucking them teens.
Yeah,
let's talk hypothetically. Let's talk hypothetically. Let's say MJ did that. You fuck every song he made that you
real
like.
Talk.
What you gonna force yourself?
Nah.
You walking down the street, you heard like rock with me. You gonna be like, nah, I can't.
No, it's a little. I'm a little different, bro. I'm that type. I'm that type.
Yeah, like damn, like nah.
You said all
I rebuke you. Like, what you gonna do?
into the sunlight.
Nah, it's a little different for me. You could call it immature, but I am that type. Like, if you do something I don't like, it's not hard for me to stop fucking with you,
bro.
So
know what it
MJ
is?
gone to you like
So,
ghost, like Jackson
like,
5.
If I knew he was
all
like touching all them kids and all that, whatever. Realistically, bro, do you guys put on Michael Jackson songs?
It's
Do you
not
put it?
about. It's not even about him anymore.
so
To
that's
me,
why-
I don't know what the music like. It's not even
It's above you now.
No, it's not above you. It's just like it's not
above me now. I'm sorry, it's above me now.
But technically, he influenced other artists we do like. So, like, how
Nah,
far
nah,
are you going?
You're going deep. You go too deep.
See,
No,
you can't do that though.
can't do
See,
that.
you can't do that.
So what you gonna say? Oh, you can't listen to R. Kelly no more because
6 degrees separation. Yeah.
because he my
You can't listen to Dream because
Dream looked up to R.
he
Kelly
wrote his
and then
music.
Dream
Yeah.
kids looked up to me because I looked up, come on now you doing the most.
It's probably
No, it's
honestly
the
there's
truth.
probably a lot of
It's the truth,
of
bro.
songs that R. Kelly wrote that you still bumping that niggas don't even know that R. Kelly wrote that track, bro.
Are we going that back?
I'm just saying I'm not saying that
that's
exclude.
my argument is it depends on the severity of what that person did.
So, if they raping people,
I'm going to the
what R.
extreme.
Kelly did.
I'm going to the extreme of killing and raping. That's to me. That's
All right, we know what R.
that's the
Kelly
most
did.
extremist.
We know what R. Kelly did. I'm sorry to single you out, but are you? If R. Kelly comes on, are you playing it or skipping it? Is it? And it's a song that you used to like a lot.
Am I skipping it right now?
if you're listening to it in your own like car,
Oh, are you just skipping it in front of us?
I'm not. Honestly, I probably wouldn't skip it, but in my mind, I'm just like, I ain't gonna front. This has been happening to me. Like, I would hear certain R. Kelly songs. Like, even when I'm behind the set and I'm about to play an R. Kelly song, I look at the title and I cringe a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, son.
Yo,
I cringe a little bit. I'm like,
I
damn.
can understand that.
Yo,
I'm like, damn, yo, age ain't nothing.
What
But
you really
I
had-
like Aaliyah,
Yeah.
but yo, he probably really was talking about
What you
that.
yeah,
Like-
I
like,
can understand that.
all of that goes through my head.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
can
I'm saying?
understand that. I can understand that part.
One
But I'm
thing
just talking about like, oh, we just gonna ban all your music type shit. Like, oh, okay. Even though I loved this song before, now I can't listen to none of your shit no more. Cause
One thing I've
I'd
realized,
understand if you do that like after the fact, like all his songs after the situation that he did some fucked up shit, or you found out he did fucked up shit. But the shit you grew up on, I mean, it's not even about him anymore. You know what
so
I mean?
crazy. I feel like we need more strength when it comes to canceling people out, because our community, they don't realize that all this banning and he's cut off, it actually does the opposite.
of course.
Like his numbers through all these allegations, his albums and his
it
music
goes
sales
up.
are going up, bro.
But what I'm
'Cause it's all
saying,
promotion.
we're way quicker to like cancel our
Yeah.
own celebrities than anybody
Oh, he spit
else.
on that girl. No, he canceled.
We like they canceled Kevin Gates for a girl grabbing his crotch while his wife was there and he kicked her. Oh, that's domestic violence. Why are black men so violent towards black women? She's a queen. Yeah, and it's like she grabbed my dick in front of my girl.
Yeah.
I have to kick her. Like, even if I don't want to. Like, I have to do that. That's by law. I have to do that.
That was
By law.
a
One
hard
thing, one thing I realized,
Oh, the football kick.
and I do it too. Like A Boogie got a song with the 6ix9ine dude. Every time that song come on, I like the song. As soon as 6ix9ine come on, click, skip the shit.
Why? He's
Just
snitching?
because one, I didn't create that.
He still keeps him on a video. He kept him on a video.
I don't know.
I didn't know they had a video.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a video.
I think they do. I don't know.
But see, we judge 6ix9ine, but people still look at Sammy the Bull like a god.
It's true.
Somebody said
So,
that in
like,
the song.
we
Somebody they
do
like,
that a
yo,
lot.
niggas want to cancel R. Kelly, but still playing 6ix9ine, and that's some kind of truth to that.
Is
You
it
know what I'm
true?
saying? Some kind of truth to that. It's like I said, it all it depends on the severity of what you did, whether you could separate what that person did from the person and his artistry.
I don't hold entertainers in the same caliber as like a politician or somebody that could really infect my life, like in a certain way.
I feel like
So, like-
entertainers actually have almost the same power of influence that a political person has.
They have the influence, but they don't have the power to really
make
change
the
laws.
change.
Like laws that dictate my life. Like I don't put that in the hands of an artist. So like if an artist is doing some shit like that, all right, you came from poverty, you came from a fucked up situation. I could try to understand it, but if you somebody in power, they supposed to do your background check and see like there's no way you could come around to
I be watching
be
these
in
shows
this way.
and they be having wild stuff. Like everything's hidden. So
Everything, bro.
So it doesn't matter how much they do your background your background check. They can't show a background check if you've never been convicted of sexual molestation.
No,
another
I ain't
thing-
talking about that. I'm just talking about like with politicians. Like they gonna if that shit was around, it's gonna come to light one way or another because the other party don't like you, so they gonna try to find that to take you down.
And
that
another
shit is-
thing
they
about
known for
a
that.
celebrity is celebrity might control like the most popular celebrity might control that one part of that demographic. There's a whole bunch of demographics that popular person not even touching as well. A politician's job is to try to touch a piece of every single demographic. So I think that's different. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's facts. Super duper facts. But we're gonna move on. Move on onto this thing like we always do. Since we kind of in this area already, I want to kind of touch on, with all of this stuff going on. It's gonna be a couple of things, but all of this stuff going on, especially in our community, outside of our community. What are some of the fears you guys have as far as being black men? I'm not even gonna really just say black men because there's so much other shit going on. But what are some of the biggest things? Well, you guys feel is the biggest fears that you guys have right now, as just being our age, growing up, and trying to find careers and all this other extra stuff that's going on in our lives. What are some of the biggest fears or the biggest fear you have right now?
Mine is being wrongfully convicted.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't think
that's-
about that.
I never thought about that.
In my mind, I was really thinking like over the years. I'm about to let you get back. Over the years, like I fear things, but I'm almost. I know it sounds like out of touch, but I kind of really don't fear anything. But now that you bring that up, yeah, being put in a situation that I had no control of, or basically blatantly lying on me, yeah, I fear that. That would send me. That's basically what you call it all over again. The Central Park 5. So.
Yeah. And along with Khalif
Khalif
Browder
Browder.
and everybody else, Sandra Bland and stuff like that, Like, that's one of my biggest fears because it's the one that's most, like, likely to happen.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's... And they're so good with the manipulation and the media and with law enforcement that they will convince people that know you to believe that you did this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I never thought about
you
that.
knew him,
That's
but
crazy.
did you know him? Like, and it'll make people question, like,
Well,
Oh,
maybe,
well,
maybe,
maybe,
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
so like that shit. I just try to put myself in these people's shoes, and it's like I can't imagine the turmoil that goes on in your head, and it's like, yo, you know me my whole life. Why? Like, you don't understand, like, they railroading me, and to try to get people, begging them to believe, like, I ain't had nothing to do with this. And they like, I don't
To
know.
me, that's the
And
epitome
then
of,
they threaten me, so I can't even support you like I want to. Or, like, that shit is just the scariest shit to me.
They'll find
Like,
your weakness and say, we'll put this out if you don't support us.
It's the whole mind control thing. It's tell a lie enough,
become the
truth.
truth.
Some people
Yeah.
start to believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's a fact. I never thought about that one though. That's
Yeah, that's
especially for the now.
that should be
time
number
period.
one for all of us.
Yeah.
That's,
You want to think
that's-
about it. What
That's
you
a
think about it,
fact.
bro? Not what he said, but like, what's your fear?
I feel like right now, probably my biggest fear is probably not being successful. As of right now, I think right now, this period, right this minute, that would be mine. Maybe it changes through year to year, but right now that probably be mine. Not being successful.
You might have to like break down your definition of success, though. That's like my advice to you, because if you're, society's main
It creates
direction of successful is
yeah.
being on TV or being popular in the music industry and have a lot of money. Like, some people
Yeah,
are content with none of that, being
Yeah.
happy, and that's success in their eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Success can be the smallest little tiny thing. So
That's fact. That's for me, just achieving my personal goals.
Okay.
As long as I can achieve my personal goals and what I have planned on my vision boards and all that kind of stuff, then I feel like I'm doing my job, or I feel like I'm becoming successful. But that's just for me right now.
I could definitely agree with that. I have like a little weird. Well, to me, it's like weird. It's like not breaking that thing where it's just like creating generational wealth. Like
Yeah.
I have a fear of not doing that because I really want children, and I want my children I want whatever I die with to be passed down, and I want it to be actual worth something, like property, something that holds some type of value, something that has
That's
equity
liquid.
and stuff like that. So for me, that's something I have a fear of not doing, I guess.
Got you.
That's a good one. That's definitely a good one as well. June, you got one? Well, June don't fear nothing. This nigga is
Superman.
the Black Iron Man.
Stay stupid. Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't say for myself. I fear for others.
Okay.
I fear for the ones that for the ones that I love, I guess.
Okay.
Like the shit that I can't control.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like your nieces and nephews
Yeah,
growing up,
exactly. Yeah.
That makes sense, especially in this freaking world that we in right
you
now.
can't really shield them from
Yeah.
bigotry and bullying and and all that type of shit, making them feel like they're worth anything. Because like you could tell them any amount of time you want, but
if the universe
they
don't
want to
show 'em
hang
that,
with the cool crowd
Yeah, that's
and
right.
they're not accepted, they're not going to understand that.
We know how that feels firsthand.
Yeah, that's a fact. I know I do.
super facts.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh yeah, Dane, you got one?
Nah, I actually kind of agree with East, because I've been a victim of a lot of false accusations, allegations, and all that, and been all those 2-3 days been locked up, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck did I do? Why am I here? You know what I'm saying? And now looking at the things the way we have technology now, where we can actually see these things happening, like it's not even 1% a surprise that can happen to me, even more on a severe level. Yeah, I get my little 2-3 days. I may end up in a situation where I probably get the book thrown at me too, and I like really didn't do anything. I don't know who I was talking to the other day. I don't know if I had a dream about it. We was talking about the Max B situation, and he got 75 years, and he wasn't even in the. I heard he wasn't even in the state when the situation
Yeah,
happened.
it was conspiracy.
Yeah, it was
You got 'em.
conspiracy. He's a part of. I think he talked about it or something like that.
They cut it down to 20 and then they cut it down to like 15.
But look at that, just like that.
Yeah. You're done. And then you remember where we come from, the hood rules apply. So even if you ain't involved with it, you can't say it was him. So you honoring a code that you probably don't live by.
He about to go back to the.
Because it really bothers. Like, you know how many people is in jail for that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many people
I was
is
listening to
holding it
Max
down?
Beat
Like,
today,
you know
too.
what? Fine, I'll do it. I'll do that 7. But now, like, look at it. Like, people died. You ain't around for your kid if you got one.
So you wouldn't honor that code at all?
I ain't
Even if
saying
it came
I wouldn't
down to
honor
us?
it at all. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't just do that time that I'm given.
You
I
said
would
if it
go
came down to us,
Yeah, like
I would
us.
respect that y'all wouldn't put me in that position.
Certain times.
Okay,
Sometimes,
you know how we are.
I would give
we wouldn't
more
put y'all
time.
in those situations.
Sometimes
but
the uncontrollable
Yeah.
is
What's
sometimes.
happen, bro.
uncontrollable? If you're doing something illegal, don't do it around me. Period.
All right, but all right. So say somebody put a gun to your head and I have a gun. I have a gun. Don't shoot him for you.
If you're doing, that's different, bro. I said if you're doing something illegal,
Okay,
illegal.
okay.
If you're
Yeah,
doing
But what I'm
something
saying,
illegal.
but what I'm
Having a gun
saying,
is illegal.
what I'm saying is,
that's fine. I'm not gonna snitch on you. You just saved my life.
but how about if they press you? How about if they press you? How about if they saying since the person had a problem with you, they saying you killed the person because obviously you had the problem. I didn't have a problem. I didn't have a problem with the person. Now you saying you didn't do it. So they saying you going down.
I don't understand your story at all.
Alright.
Start over.
Okay. All right. Okay. Say you have a problem with somebody, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
You my mans, and I see this.
Yeah.
I handle that problem for you.
Yeah. And then what happens?
Okay. Now cops coming to you. They realize.
I'm not telling you. Help me. Like that. Like.
All right. Okay. But hold
I
on.
had something like because of whatever beef I had,
Mm-hmm.
it brought some illegal shit to my door.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, this started from me.
Yeah.
So that's completely different
right.
than you doing something
All right.
and you bringing me into it.
But hold on. But let me finish the story. So now cops saying, "Yo, we got you. We got you." Basically, you gonna have to do the time. But you telling everybody you didn't do it. So what you gonna do? You gonna put it on me?
You just helped me. I'm not snitching.
So you gonna do the bid for me?
You helped me. I could have died.
All right,
if
but
I could have died and you saved me, that I owe you my life.
all right.
So
you,
I'm never going to take.
you would
I
do the
never-
bid.
I would, of course.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
But if you're doing something illegal,
What I'm talking about is kind of different.
Exactly.
And I said like I would honor the code, but I would get more time. So like I'm not gonna sit down for 7 years and we gonna do this bid together. And I know you did it. You know you did it. I'm gonna probably try to kill you because I'm gonna think about
that's why I'm gonna do the bid.
why like yo I'm away from my
Huh?
kid. You could have just took that, bro. You know
no.
goddamn well.
And that's another thing. You don't know who your friends are until y'all locked up together, and then someone is saying, "Yo, I'm not taking that, so you're gonna have to take that for me." Maybe if you did
hold
something
on.
wrong,
If you did something, we both doing it. Oh, best believe if I get pinned with you, I won't snitch on you. But guess what?
It's gonna be-
While we down, your life is gonna be a nightmare.
yeah
exactly.
yeah.
But I won't snitch on you. But guess what? If we locked up and we on the same, God bless you if we on the same. God bless you in the same pen.
That's
if we
what
in
I'm
the same
saying.
house.
Like, that's what I'm
my
saying.
nigga, I'm
like,
wilding
I'll
on
honor
you.
the code,
Every day I'm
whatever
wilding
the case
on you.
may be. You know what I'm saying? But me knowing this ain't my life, I don't honor that code really. But I'm just not going to tell on you.
I don't
It's gonna be
respect
tough.
that when somebody does something illegal and somebody else get caught for it. It's like I'm supposed to take your time. I didn't do. I had nothing to do with this. I
Yeah,
don't
you
do
just
nothing
ruined-
illegal.
Cause that's why you need to know your friends, because you not knowing this, you just killed me by not admitting that, because I'm gonna kill you and I'm not getting out of jail. Like I'm dead serious, bro. Like
I get what you're saying.
it's not gonna go nowhere near like.
I
we
get
gonna
what you're
just do
saying,
this
but
time.
shit is
stay
not
away-
always black and white like
I
that.
stay away from that, and at the end of the day,
That
I'm a
type of
civil-
situation get
I'm a
complicated.
civilian.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not. It's never that black
it
and
always
white.
gets complicated.
Yeah, it's
but
never that black
I
and
stay
white.
away from that. You know, I don't do nothing illegal. Don't push that away. Don't put that in my vicinity to make me look like implicated or something like
Yeah,
that.
because it's kind of like you giving me a backhanded, like you my man's if you keep it 100, but if you don't, then you a snitch. Like, don't try to. Oh, it's bad for me either way. Like,
But what I'm saying is, nigga, keep it 100 with you. So if you know if I'm keeping it 100 with you, stay the fuck away from me. If I'm keeping it a
Exactly.
buck with you.
But that's what I'm
a
saying.
lot of
niggas-
niggas don't.
that's
do
Some
what
that.
I
niggas
say.
just want to be around, but when that's
I'll
the
never
stuff.
do that.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'll never do
But that's
that.
how it be though. Niggas always want to be in the mix. But when shit really go down, when niggas,
nothing to do with that.
yeah,
Should've never been
they're
around.
not trying to hear that.
Like a
We're not
Tekashi
trying to hear that, bro.
situation.
Nigga turned to Usain Bolt.
That's what I'm saying. We're not trying to hear that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Shit get sticky, boy.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Which is why, that's my number one fear. To bring it back around.
That's a fact.
Since we kind of in that vicinity, what do you guys feel like is the biggest stigma on the black man right now that needs to be changed as of right now?
Black man
Once they
can't
see
run
a
no
black
business.
man, we're dangerous. All pun. All of us, my name.
We are black and we are dangerous. I think.
Okay, so they are. So are they.
It could be dangerous in a positive way,
Yeah.
though.
Okay, if you want to put it like that, but yeah, they need to get that off. Like this, the whole when we walking down the street, they feel obligated to clutch their purses and cross the street. That stigma needs to go away.
No,
already.
my mindset with that changed all the way.
Yours did, bro.
No, I'm
but
just
a lot
saying
of
me.
people
I said
still-
mine. I said mine.
Like how he perceives
my
people
mindset
that feel that way.
feel that way changed all. I got nothing to do with me. Like
Oh, that's been the type of time
Like,
I've been on
that
too.
ain't
But
got nothing to do with me.
But it's still not a good look when like the masses still think like that. Like
I don't think it's the masses.
What can you do to change it?
I get what you're saying though.
the media.
It is true.
That's how the media.
There
even,
you go.
That's how the media even believed that in the first place,
Oh, right.
because they kept putting this image
And they
that
still do
when you
it
see a
now.
black
They still
man,
do
they're
it
gonna
now.
kill, rob, boom, boom.
Yeah.
say
Until that
savage.
changes.
When it's a black man,
But-
it's savage. When it's a white man, it's
what can
it's
you-
mentally,
what can you do
mentally
about it?
whatever.
We can't do
Yo.
anything. They need to start putting our the perception of a black person and man in a more positive light, as opposed to when they see dark. And if, look at the way the words were. Look at the way the words were made up. Anything dark or closest to dark means negative or
Yeah.
bad.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Who you think made up those rules?
Of
Not
course.
us.
No, I get it, but it's like, why am I? It's like, I looked at it like this. Now, since they think that way, it's my job to make them feel like not that way.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's why I'm like, my whole mindset changed. I'm like, yo, this is who I am. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna smile if I don't want to smile.
Yeah.
Like just to make you feel comfortable.
facts.
Nah, fuck that.
We all on that same type of time.
Like
Yep.
my mindset changed a long time ago about that. Like I could not do it. And
You
you gonna, regardless if I do that,
Stigma.
it's still gonna be. That stigma is not gonna change just because I smiled at your face. It's just like I smiled or changed my voice or whatever like that. At the end of the day, that's not really me. At the end of the day, so what I'm portraying something that you want me to be. I'm not even. I can't even be myself because you.
I'm being safe for your comfort.
Yeah, exactly.
So I ain't gonna laugh like I normally laugh. I ain't gonna joke the way I normally joke. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna speak
nah.
the way. Nah,
Nah,
That
can't
shit
do it.
They
much
kind of
compromise.
changed the narrative on us. Like when I see y'all, when I see them now, shit, I'm scared of y'all. What are you gonna accuse me of doing? How are you gonna friggin' point me out and have me looking like the bad guy? You stay the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? So maybe we do need to go back to segregation.
I
Shit.
think
You stay on that side, I stay on that side.
Black men
we
being
all live
angry-
happily ever after.
black men being angry is a stigma I want them to get rid of, because they feel like we're angry because we don't smile and be all.
They feel
like,
that
you know what I'm
about black
saying?
people
It's
in
like,
general.
You know
Women too.
that ain't really like
The angry
the
black
case.
Oh,
woman
yeah, the
quote.
black woman. That's
Yeah.
one of
Angry black woman.
But see, an angry black man too, like in the workplace, like if you have an issue with something,
Yeah.
there's black dudes that don't show that they bothered by something because they don't want to come off like the angry black man.
That's why I had plenty of 9 to 5s, because I've never held my feelings. Fuck that. You saying something crazy to me, and I know my job is on the line. I'm still gonna be myself. Sorry.
Yeah,
It is what it
like,
is.
They use flash words like, "Oh, you're very stoic," and it's like, are you just saying I'm not smiling? That's the politically correct way of saying like you don't smile a lot.
Oh,
That ain't
you're angry?
yeah, like, or you're very serious. You're very you're dialed in. Like
Yeah, they need
get
to
the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like what are you here for? You came here to tell me that?
That's the same
Like-
shit, and you can't say it.
Yeah,
No, it's like,
exactly.
I can't
Because
say nothing
now
and shit.
I'm annoyed. Like
Oh,
Yeah,
You know what I'm
so-
saying?
oh my God.
You brought this out of me, bitch.
like, yeah, you
Oh my
fucking
God.
idiot.
And every time I see you, you're always smiling. We live in the same earth. Ain't nothing to always be smiling about. So I could play that same game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd be like, you trying to line
You
me
smile
up?
too much.
You
That
smile
shit
too
making
much.
me
Where
uncomfortable.
I'm from, people that smile this much is not
Yeah,
trustworthy.
you making me uncomfortable. You smiling too much. I feel like you have a motive, because not everybody, especially in New York, now we don't always smile. Why you
Yeah.
smiling so much?
I always feel with the narrative they always make black people to change. Like black people
Yeah,
gotta
you
change.
gotta
this.
fix
We
that.
got to make the adjustments.
Yeah, like, you
when
gotta-
historically,
What they don't ever gotta change
they're the one that
nothing.
needs to do the changing.
Think about it. If you think about it, like
It's always been.
It's
like
always
Never-
like the-
everybody got to conform to them.
yeah, it's like you'll never.
I just hate the mentally ill, the
That's the easy
I
card.
hate
to
those
pull.
little
That's
things
the
they
easy
do
card
that
to
for
pull.
them. I was like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, same nigga that shot Pookie on the corner, he's wrong, and y'all call him a savage, but this nigga shooting 50 people,
and guess what?
and he's mentally ill.
The nigga who shot Pookie probably went through way worse.
Exactly.
You know who
Yeah.
brought that up?
Yeah.
Meek brought that up. They said when they speak of PTSD, they only
It's white people.
associate that with the army. Like
Yeah.
that's we see
It's a war zone
growing
here.
up in the hood. You see, it's unfortunate, but we're desensitized to people being shot and killed. Like it's normal to us. That's
Actually,
PTSD too, bro.
in certain hoods, it's worse than war.
Yeah.
Because in war, you don't always fight.
They used to call when I was little, growing up in my old block, they used to call it Little Vietnam. Like it
You
was
would
really
never
used to
thut
go
that,
like that.
that same block. Same
Nah, I
block,
know
bro.
what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. I'm
was-
born in Brooklyn, so I
Yeah, it was
understand.
bad,
the vibes.
bro. Like it
I
was.
just Queens.
it was bad. So it's like some people just because you don't necessarily got to go to war, like to seeing somebody die in front of you, see somebody get poked in front of you,
traumatic.
see like all that.
Surviving the
like,
crack
yeah.
era for our parents or whatever was
Yeah.
traumatic, bro, and they had to raise our asses in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how much fear that, like, we got fear now, being parents and stuff like that, but back then it had to be 10 times worse because you had to worry about crackheads, corrupt cops, fucking drug dealers. Like, you had to worry about so much. You got that.
It was
now,
more.
but,
About to say it was more severe
but-
back then, but it's
but
kind of
that-
still the
back
same.
then it was a whole, bro.
So
Yeah.
going back to
Whole different.
your
level.
statement, you don't think black people have the right to be angry?
But that's the thing. It ain't that they angry. It's probably just
The
because
shit that
it's
they
like,
go
yo,
through
you
made
know what
them
I'm saying?
angry.
You could be chilling and people would just, are you okay? Like, why are you watching me? Number one.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I'm chilling and you.
I'm glad I don't
Are
get
you
that.
off?
Man. Like
you would
like,
probably react the way you want to react.
Yeah,
right?
I just
What do you mean?
I'm glad I don't get that. Like, because of all the professions I've been in, like I never had like one-on-one contact with too many just random people who just be in your business asking you questions and
I have.
just it's like you making me uncomfortable. That's how I that's how I would react. But it'd
Yeah.
just be like, oh, now you wilding out. I didn't
Yeah.
ask for all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like maybe ask some more questions. And when you, oh my god,
Exactly.
Oh well, you know, he saw a lot of shit in his life. No,
You guys are really good with the accent. Man.
no,
hilarious.
a lot of practice.
He's around that all the
man,
time.
like-
You know what I'm saying? Like, it has nothing to do with that. It's just like, oh, you're black. Oh, okay.
It's just
You're
that they
not
don't
smiling.
like going back to that whole conversation. It's like there's no dialogue, so they don't know what they don't really understand.
No, I've realized that
they don't really understand
They
it.
don't.
So-
They really don't. It's
But,
real
but
difficult.
sometimes, for me being a human being, you don't have to understand. If I look at you
No,
and
you
you're
have to
no,
understand,
listen to me
bro.
what I'm saying. If I'm looking at you as a person and I see your face is down, your face is down. Be who you want to be. If your face is down, maybe that's just how you are. I understand that.
That's
Maybe
what-
you
You consider that.
Maybe you've been through stuff. I understand that.
Yeah.
That's your person.
That's
Well,
exactly
It's nothing
like
to me when I see that. Why did that automatically have to equate to something being wrong? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
because you don't.
Do you know some? Do you know certain people's? Some people have faces that's naturally just looks mean, but inside they're smiling.
I
They
don't
have
know
to.
about that.
Or they could
Are
be
you
in
kidding
thought.
me?
You could be in a thought process. Like, you don't always have to be like this to indicate you're thinking.
Yeah.
Like, you could be like, and then somebody would be like, he's mad. It's like, no, bitch, I'm counting. Like, so you could try to figure out this bread. You,
Facts. You could just be reminiscing.
$23 in my
You could
account.
just be reminiscing, looking
Don't
at
get
the
paid till
sky.
Friday.
you could try to figure this shit out. How many bills I can pay this week?
But
You could,
that's
you
the
could just be reminiscing, looking at the sky with a blank face. It looks mean, but you reminiscing on all the good times you just had. Where you just came from a vacation. You just won the lotto. You can't imagine what you're gonna do with all that money. Let me be me. You stay. That's what I mean by it's not always about having a conversation. That part is important too, but it's okay to leave a person and just let that person be who they are. Period.
I get what you're saying, but like I feel like the biggest lesson one of the big lessons I've ever learned in life was sometimes you don't have to get some. It's more important to understand something than to get a person. Like I might not get why you do certain shit, but as long as I understand it or give an effort to understanding is more important.
Is it understanding
I need to
getting
learn that
it?
shit my
Huh?
damn self.
Is it understanding getting
understanding?
it?
No, understanding is fine.
Understand like basically like
I just won't get
say like
why you did that.
yeah, exactly. Like
Like, I
just
won't
understand like okay, he does something for a reason. I might not like it.
Oh,
I might not like what he does or do it, or I don't even know why he does it. But just
knowing the reasoning
behind
behind
his
why he-
explanation why he did it. All right, I get it.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
See, the thing is with me, it just be like, and this is just like everyday life for me. For it just be like, no, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Why the hell would you do it? It didn't make sense.
All right, yeah, like
It
perfect.
didn't make
All right,
sense.
perfect examples. Let's go by athletes. Athletes go through superstition. All right, Michael Jordan. They always said he used to wear his North Carolina shorts under his basketball shirt. Why you do that? That's dumb. He's like, yo, I used to have my best games on that short, so I always felt like I was lucky, and I play good when I play it. I feel good, and I'm okay. I get
Damn,
it.
he had on double
I don't
shorts
get
and
it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sweat.
I don't get it, but it makes sense for you. So all right,
whatever works, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hashtag.
That's what I'm saying. But people, people just look at it instead of asking them why or whatever like that. People just look at it. Oh, okay.
What about you, bro?
Understanding is key. What about
Facts.
Stigma, like you would. get rid of.
biggest stigma for the black man right now? Biggest stigma for the black man. I would probably say, I don't know if I would say angry, but still misunderstood. As far as like our way of thinking type shit, and the way we feel about certain situations. I think that stigma is like a part of our culture as far as like why we view things like that, or why do we still hung up on slavery and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? This stuff from the past. Like, why do we still think the way we think? Like, that whole stigma needs to be changed because of what you and Dane-Ja was kind of talking about conversation. Needs to be more conversation. Needs more,
Dialogue.
more dialogue and et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like that's something that we could.
I believe it or not, I don't think that's a stigma. I think like going back to what me and Dane was saying, I think it's a conversation because I feel like a society in America is just that we are naive. That's why black people are angry, because it's like this shit is they've been doing this shit for like centuries and they don't acknowledge it. Like, it never happened. Like, why you still upset about that? It's like you just like on some, yeah, it's like I ate your burger. You still mad about that? It's like, nah, it's more deeper than that.
They don't understand the ripple effect.
Yeah, exactly. You don't understand. Like,
the
this happened
mental-
so much.
That
This
it-
happened
it
so long
literally
ago.
creates a mental illness
Yeah.
within us. That creates just learning about it.
Yeah.
Watching a movie, I'm like, what the hell? Like,
It
that,
reignites.
Yeah, it's
like
like-
your ancestors is
like,
telling you from
damn,
heaven. Like,
son.
No, not even
be
just
mad
that.
about that shit.
Not even just that.
Kill
Don't let up.
whoever.
Don't let
Yeah,
up.
Don't let
Yeah,
up.
Not even just that. Like, think about how much mothers. Think about how much uncles. Think about how much people that we don't know or didn't even know that we should know, because of it. You know what I mean? We lost so much because of
we
it.
equate
And the
all
worst
of our
part, we
struggle
can't go
to that.
back to Africa and like, okay, we home.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it's like, I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know the language. I don't know nothing.
The history
Yeah.
was stolen. Everything
Was stolen.
You just don't know who you are, and
Yeah.
it's based on a race of people that
Yeah.
was just like, you don't deserve it.
And even with the whole reparations and all that type of stuff, it's not even. I don't really care about that. I'll just care about understand why we are the way we are.
I feel like some of them are deliberately being naive, because if they try to understand or if they conform to,
They
like,
would see how fucked up it is.
No, it will cause an awakening on our part, and I think they fear us being the superior, bro.
Nah, I don't think that.
I
Kidding me?
I actually think the
it's that.
opposite.
I think they would, like, for them to look at the mirror and see how fucked up it is. It's like they don't want to deal with that. That's
They don't
want to
deal with their own truth, but
That's part of it.
I feel like they know, but they're
think
gonna
they're
act.
very- of
They
course they
acting
know,
like
bro.
they don't know because they're like, I'm not addressing that. I'm not gonna let them be right. Of
course.
like that's how petty a certain part of America
I
is.
believe
Like,
I agree.
it's like I ain't got to give them nothing.
No.
Like if it came down to reparations or just admit guilt, they'd be like, give them the reparations. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I don't want to tell them like, yeah, you're right.
all of that was
I think
helping
they did that
us-
with the
helping
Indians.
them give us a one up, and
Yeah.
Bro,
It's still a competition, bro.
they throwing shit
Well,
in
I said-
our
I-
face.
I
like,
apologize, Native
They
Americans.
literally throwing shit in our face. Like I heard they doing gay reparations.
I
Yeah,
heard
they're
that
doing-
too.
I seen it on Facebook, so I like
I didn't know if it was
certain
legit.
things on Facebook. I'm like, I don't know if that's legit. So I'm not
No
gonna-
offense to the LGBT,
It's-
but come on, bro.
Yeah.
I don't. Come on.
That's
I-
looking kind of real. I ain't gonna lie.
nah,
I seen a few, so I'm
Yeah,
like,
me too.
is
About that.
it legit? Like, is it real?
You notice there's not much noise about it, right?
yeah, they trying to like, just,
They gotta
hold
quiet
on to
that.
that.
yeah,
Don't say nothing
let's
to black people.
Don't
Hold on to
say
that, bro.
shit.
Even now, I think with social media, this is another one. Especially with social media, even though this is more within our own community, but the stigma of black men are dogs and black men are cheaters, that stigma needs to change
never
too
black
as well.
men.
Hell yeah.
That's what I
Even
was saying, guys.
black people don't know how to run a business properly. Like,
We
that's-
lazy.
that's-
That's
nah.
true.
The list goes on.
That's a fact. That's a fact
I
too.
don't like that one.
I think
Well,
that's
lazy
the
one,
one.
I
Ain't gonna lie.
Well,
Ain't gonna
either.
lie. I'm a victim of this. Like
What?
I definitely, like, was a part of that bandwagon too. Like black people don't run a business right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Only
not.
had some
bandwagon
bad-
I'm a
I
part
had
of
some
is
bad
West Indian,
incidents with black
Jamaican
people.
restaurants.
Still mad mean.
But even though you
Free
have
up the jerk
even though
sauce.
you have
I'm
bad
not
experience with black
generalizing,
people,
but I have.
but you have bad experience with white people. But
Yeah,
since
yeah.
it's your culture, you're gonna of course
no,
you're gonna
no,
magnify
bro.
it.
I had a lot of bad
Nah,
experiences. with
like the
I'm
bad
just talking about
experiences.
black customer service, those kind of
Yeah,
things and all
yeah,
that. I have
yeah.
a lot of bad instances with
Fam,
with those kind of
We,
things.
But
we
you
gotta
don't
get
have-
all a
we
part
gotta
of
get out of
business,
that, son. We got fucking Target and Home Depot with like 10 registers with no employee.
I'm just talking about for my.
Like,
and
come
so
on.
I'm not saying
all business is bad, bro.
I'm not generalizing. I'm just saying from my personal experiences, I've had a lot of bad.
So it's
experiences.
way more
the
good than-
experiences
it's
I
way-
had were like real big bad experiences though.
Uh-huh.
Like let's say it was 5.
Uh-huh.
It was 5 that was so bad. I don't complain about nothing.
Uh-huh.
You bring me the wrong plate, I'll be like,
Yeah, me too. I'm
all
not
right, I'll just eat it.
I try to stay
But,
away
like,
from being that
bro,
kind of person too.
Like
What?
at certain
Complaining
places,
about little petty shit.
Yeah.
like at
if you're at a restaurant and it's something is you paying your money to eat. Yo,
that's how my girl look at it too.
You
like
know,
she'll be like,
you know what it
Oh,
is?
black
'Cause
girls,
I got
they
a
go
family.
oh ham.
I got a family of
Yeah,
West
I be like,
Indians.
damn, baby,
where
I ain't even hungry.
I used
Let's
to go
go.
out with them,
Let's
and they'll
leave.
be like, nah, and they'll send it back, and I'm like, I'm not.
But
used
you
to
know,
that.
there's a percentage of people who do that just because they can. Like they got people who like,
Nah, my family never.
They
did
will
that
bring a
just
plate.
'cause they can.
and can you change this plate because
It'll
my
dead be cold.
husband doesn't like his chicken touching his rice. Some shit like that, bro.
Oh no.
Nah, my situations don't be like that. Like I'm just saying, like for the shit I complain about, when I complain, it's a real issue. Like I was at a restaurant well known in Harlem. I ain't gonna say the name.
Amy Roots.
And
Hair.
and
Hair on your paper.
no, not hair. It was
Roach?
just so bad. It wasn't nothing hygienic.
Oh, okay.
It was just the customer service was
That's
so
a fact.
bad, and I go there a lot. Well, I went there a lot. It was so bad, bro. I was like, I will never come back here.
Wow.
I didn't tip.
You see that a lot though.
I didn't tip, and it was that bad, bro. And I'm like, the organization, everything.
If
was
you
just
feel
bad,
if
bro.
it
was
left you with that
real
feeling,
bad,
then
bro.
okay,
Like-
that's different.
When I say bad, it was bad, and I'm like, what happened? Like,
So-
it never used to be like this.
Would that experience stop you from going to other black restaurants?
No.
Hell
Just
no.
that
But
one.
There's
Yeah.
some
That one, I won't go back.
They need
And
a
I'm
little.
dead ass.
That's happened to me before.
Etiquette.
I got like 3 on my list. I'm like, after
yeah.
the experience that they left me with,
Yo, if
you're
it
never
was-
getting a
if
dollar
it was
from me again.
Sylvia's, they're
Yeah.
not owned by black people no more.
What?
If it was Sylvia's.
Sylvia.
So I ain't going back to Sylvia's ever again.
They're
Like,
not owned by black people no more.
Bro, it was so bad. We
It
went,
was-
after,
it was-
we went
it was-
after
that's what it
Curl
was?
Fest. Yeah.
Oh well, this is. I
That's
haven't
why I
gone to
said that. I
Sylvia's
was
in
like,
a while. Yeah,
they're not
so
owned by black
I was
people
about to
no
say. I'm like, yo, they have good. It was
They're
decent.
not owned by black people.
Yeah,
at
there
all.
was.
Nah, bro.
There was.
That's what you was talking about?
Yo, it's
really
gentrified
went,
in there,
it
too.
Went bad.
I guess-
Is it
Yeah,
gentrified?
oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
super
yeah,
gentrified
yeah,
in
yeah,
I
Sylvia's.
guess that's
yeah.
after she died. I guess right.
Yeah. But it's
Oh,
another
okay.
owner
The family. I think the
named
family.
her name is Sylvia.
Oh, okay.
Because we had a event with my job and Sylvia's, and it was decent because it was just us. But bro, I'm like, I don't know what happened, but they got to get some retraining with the staff, the way they speak. Like it was just like, I shouldn't be ready to fight when I'm trying to
order
just
trying to eat some food.
Yeah, I'm just trying to eat. That's
like
it.
that.
We're gonna move on to the final segment of the night, which
Yes,
is that
sir.
pop or that
Flizz
flizz.
Flizzy.
up.
First thing we got on the docket is the Tiana Taylor single featuring King Combs. How you want it? How you feel about it on the right side?
You know I like my nostalgia. Anything 90s is a go. Not everybody can redo samples. Shout to Young Berg, aka Hitmaker. It's a pop for me.
I like the beat. The song is not. The song wasn't that good to me. It's like I actually like King Combs pop more than I even like Tiana Taylor pop, which is weird. He felt more original.
And it's her
to it.
song. That's
I know it's
crazy.
her song, but I didn't really like. And I watched the video first, and I didn't really like her part. I don't know. It's just maybe the beat is so classic to me that
Certain things you just leave
it
it
was
alone.
like, nah, you
Facts.
should have just left that alone or something. Or you should have just went a little harder with the vocals is not bad. It's just the vibe of the song was just like, I still hear tell me what you want from. That's all I hear as it's going. I'm just like, she's singing and I'm like, I still don't feel it. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I'm good.
Flop,
Flop.
I like it, but I don't love it.
flop or plop.
It's like probably a plot because it's in between.
It's not wax, but it's not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to it like over and over or something. Like that.
I'm on the same boat Darren's on. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, if I listen to a song and sing in total, does that make me like the song?
But there's a lot of samples, new sample
No,
songs.
I'm singing a whole total song.
Yes.
You know what? I listened to it again, and I get what
probably
you
turn it off and
No,
play
no,
the
no.
total
I
song.
listened to it again, And she does sing a part that sounds like they're saying, tell me what you, but after a while she goes, strip it down, me around. I'm like, all right, that's different.
Sound worse.
That's what I'm trying to say. It sounds,
She tried a different harmony.
it sounds totally different. So I'm
No,
like,
but
but
as
only
she-
that
as she changes
1
it,
second
I'm
part,
still,
bro.
I'm still on that.
That's
Face
y'all.
Peter
I don't
Man
do that.
one,
But
see
she's
you
still-
doing good.
but she's still
I
on
don't
the
wanna
hook.
get rid- leave you in
But
the-
she's still using that total hook though.
not the whole thing, bro.
But still, she's using it.
But that's paying homage, bro. That's
But
what
one
you do
thing
for
I
samples.
do respect about her, she is a
guess.
old because she knows.
I love it. I love
she,
it. 90s.
She's
Her
a
her style.
a thing-
Yeah,
no, wait,
I love
wait.
it. I love it.
She's a what's her name? Tiana Taylor. A Spike Lee joint, but what she call it? She's a video director.
Yeah, she's a director.
She's a straight up video director.
She been
And
doing
all her
that for a minute
videos
now.
are old school. Or like
Yeah.
I love it.
she's like, no, I feel like she just say, no, I shoot old school videos. I remake the old ones because that's the vibe that I'm from Harlem. That's the vibe. So that's one thing I do love about her. But just the song, I'm just like, I
Yup,
can't get
yup.
the original out of my head. So it's like, you're not good enough to change that vibe, to change my outlook on the original.
Yeah.
Oh, you just said flop. So you said flop too. What you
I
said?
don't know. I don't know if
Flop.
it's flop. I don't know.
It's, yeah,
Niggas
it's
don't
the
want to
same
use the word plop.
Nah, I don't know what it is though. I'm just
It's a
saying
plop.
if I'm
You
singing,
can't
if I'm
decide,
singing
it's in the middle,
total,
it's a plop.
yeah, if I'm singing total and Mace, then I don't know if I really like it or not. I'm not sure. I don't know.
She wants to know how you want it.
thing.
Yes.
I see. That's not see.
That's a put. A put.
To me, it's a pop. I really like this.
No,
song.
you like the
Me
King
too.
Combs part. I remember you
Like-
said you really like that.
But like I was saying before, you still humming. Tell me what you want from.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
yeah.
like, do
And
you
then
really
I-
like
but in
the
your
song,
mind,
though?
the fact that you like the nostalgia, there's
You've
nothing wrong with that,
I've
right?
been talking
Yeah, I
about
don't
songs
feel
that
like
have
it's a
some of
problem.
these being cheat codes. So you feel
No,
like it's
but
cheat code.
sometimes, like you can see it. A lot of these
You
artists
feel
Chris
like it's
Brown-
like no change. Like she just did the song over.
no,
and her
but
way.
no. Sometimes
That's how you feel?
Sometimes
Yeah, but I'm
you
saying
can
like
hear the beat and the song is still. You hear the beat, but you don't hear the song. I hear the beat and the song, and nothing feels like. All right, she caught my attention.
Yeah.
Where
Perfect
this was a
example,
better,
right?
A better vibe.
perfect
I
example.
have an example in my head too, but guys.
How about they playing No Scrubs, but you rapping pigeons the whole time? Does that make you like No Scrubs?
No, they both was good songs.
I know if they were, but I'm just
No,
saying.
but you
I'm
just you was a dude. You
But
never vibed to No Scrubs. But as
Yeah.
soon as Pigeons came out, and then
y'all
you
want
like,
y'all want Outkast, Miss Jackson, and SZA Just Us. Like she used the same beat, but
That shit is trash.
I like
I
it,
like
bro.
it. I actually
That
like
shit
it.
is fire, bro.
Actually,
Could
no,
you-
you're right. You're right. I don't really like that one.
I like.
I skipped it a lot.
I don't like the way she sing on it. It's just us against the world.
I actually
I'm
like that song. I actually like
no.
that,
It's
and I'm
no.
surprised I like
I
that
don't
song because
like that.
It was
I'm
weird.
not
It
a
was
big
weird.
fan
I
of
like
her.
that song.
I'm
I
not a
was
big fan.
wicked,
I'm not a big
bro.
fan of her.
At
and
first,
I-
I'm like,
I do like
but
SZA.
I feel like she
though.
killed it.
You said it was Papa Five.
And that beat is
King Kong.
lit.
Oh,
said
I
pop.
said pop.
He said
I said
pop.
pop.
Oh, okay. all right.
Yeah.
I guess it's what we could say reboot because we never popped the flop. This the care package Drake John. How you feel about the project?
It's a pop.
I don't
Like-
think anybody had a problem with that right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, it's a pop.
I think
It's
that's
not
just
even
a,
a-
Yeah, I'm not even
Next
gonna hold
question.
you. I've been playing that
yeah,
shit like.
I think that's the next
Mind
question.
you, this shit is all old.
It's a
Yeah.
remind, but
Fire.
you know why
Fire.
it's lit
I
though?
don't like
Because
every
you
song
kind
on the
of
shit,
some of them
though.
you
I
forgot
don't like
about.
every song
either.
either,
No,
but
obviously.
it's fire though.
It's
But
lit
like-
because some of them you forgot
like-
about. Don't front.
Yes,
I'm
like
like,
4 p.m.
I
in
forgot about
Calabasas.
Yeah.
That shit is on repeat. Cause I'm like, yo, Drake was going off on this. Then it's 5 a.m. in Toronto, and then
Nah, I always like Draft Day, bro. That's the
yeah,
And
the
even,
Johnny
um,
Manziel,
he put ham.
Even Aston Martin music.
Paris.
See,
Paris
that's
Morton.
why that care
Yeah.
package kind of lit. I feel like it's a
serves-
combination of like
What?
the hit singles that never made it to no album or no.
That's exactly what he
was.
did.
And then
Fire.
and then they wasn't really on Apple Music because
Like,
they were all
You know,
SoundCloud.
I'm
SoundCloud
assuming.
songs.
I'm assuming that's why he called it Care Package. But this is songs prior to Take Care. Care Package.
I didn't think about it like that. Maybe
You know,
he is the
listen
type
to
to strategically.
tactician, like
Yeah, he's the type to
listen to it?
strategically.
you
do
know
some
I
shit
did.
Like that.
That's why I was. He was eyeing me the whole time.
I didn't know if you listened to it.
I ain't listening.
Oh,
to
I
that.
know.
Popped
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not.
I'm not
I
really.
know.
I'm not the
yeah,
biggest
that's
Drake
dope.
fan here, obviously.
Yeah.
I really didn't like. I don't know. I
You didn't like it?
So you
I don't know if I was. I don't.
It was old.
It's like I heard this
Dope.
already.
Yeah,
Not-
and it didn't like. It
not
didn't-
even you. If you
This is like
saying that,
Blah to
bro,
me.
nah. If you saying that, that means you didn't even like those songs at the time.
No, some of the songs okay, but you know some songs like I realized I was good without these songs in my life. It
I
didn't-
feel
it didn't-
you. I
it
feel
didn't
you.
do
I
nothing
feel
for
you.
me.
I respect
You know what I'm
that. I
saying?
respect.
That's
With
what
the
I'm
singy ones.
Yeah, this,
Like, I
some of them was
get
like,
lonely,
yeah, I remember this was
man.
fire, but
I even like those.
I'm
I'm
good
going.
off of it.
Marvin's Room was on there, right?
Nah.
Nah, Marvin was on
Nah,
Take
that
Care.
song
He
is
should have
fire.
put that on there.
Marvin
Oh,
was
you can't.
Take
It was
Oh
already
yeah,
on the
yeah.
album.
Okay.
That song is fire.
Oh, the motion song. That
Yeah,
shit
it
is
was on
fire.
there. It was on there.
That
yeah,
song
yeah.
is fire. And I don't even care for singing Long E Drake like that. But I like that one.
Mano, Party of Pain, right side.
Didn't hear it, thank God.
Didn't hear it either.
Why you put that? That's mad old. Why'd you bring it up? Because of that song?
No,
I know what he did.
That's
what he did.
Fire,
I know what he did. You good. You're good. You're good, bro. You're
Some
good.
people heard it.
You're
some
good,
people
bro.
Don't. Some
You're
people
good.
don't.
You're good, bro. He was quiet too. That's how you know niggas is watching. Niggas watching in the chat. Niggas don't say shit.
What? That
song.
Yeah, that one
I
song.
saw it, but I ain't got
That one song.
I saw him put it, but I was like, "Try to listen, it's Mano." I'm not.
Can I keep it?
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, "Whoo!"
But guess what? But guess what?
That song is fire.
Because
though.
Exactly.
Drew called me and Hypa out. I gotta listen to
that-
that.
That song is
Exactly.
fire, bro.
That's the main reason why I didn't listen.
Yeah,
'Cause he said Ease and Hyper. So I was
Yeah.
like, I ain't got
I
nothing.
ain't
to
got
say.
nothing.
Facts,
Facts.
before I
Wait,
clicked
wait.
I played it in my head. I'm like, all right, I got a son, he got a son. That's the only connection between me and Hyper. So I'm like, okay, I get it.
Once I see Mano, Ease, and Hypa, I'm like, this got nothing to do with me. I'm good. It got nothing to do with me. And I was driving to my gig.
Yeah.
My
That's all,
business.
that shit is fire though, bro.
Exactly. Wasn't it good?
It's
Fire.
old.
That
I could have sworn I
came
heard
out a
them
year
playing
ago.
some. I could have
Came
sworn
out a
them
year
playing
ago.
some new shit.
18 things.
I went back to
Yeah.
playing Jim Jones album too.
That's
Like,
good.
recently.
album.
Nah,
Telling you,
that's
that
good.
I'm not saying I'm a Mano fan, but certain
Nah,
records is
I would
decent.
probably like it, but just because you singled them
Yeah,
two
Yeah,
out.
no, I singled them.
I'm
No,
like,
because
peace, nigga.
they would listen.
That nigga felt the way. Word.
Because I know they would probably understand listening to it, so they would understand about
I
it.
get it.
Pop Smoke, Meet the Whoop. I feel about the right side.
Flop.
Everybody's on top. He never had an explanation.
I
Lot it
listened
up.
to the whole thing. Every song sounds the same. That's my explanation.
That's
Yeah,
true
that-
too.
But that's gonna
That's
be.
valid.
I feel like that's just gonna be the vibe. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
Nah, he
But
valid.
nah,
on that.
I'm
You mean
not
vibes?
vibes.
You mean vibes?
Vibes. You know the vibe. Yo,
You got to see that skit.
I'm a flop it too because you right. It does sound the same.
Every song sound.
I like 2 or 3, but
like this
it just-
unit joint.
yeah, I like that a lot. And probably like 2 other songs, but besides that, it's just so whatever.
Love and joy.
I hope Bobby Shmurda comes out real soon.
Yeah, next year I think.
I missed
Spoke about
I
that.
missed the energy from him.
Yeah.
Who,
Smith.
Bobby?
Bobby. Yeah.
Pop Smoke shit I kind of like. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't love it, but I kind of like it. I don't know if I'm gonna listen
Like,
to it.
it's not.
again, but
It didn't turn me off, but it was just like this does sound. Literally, it went. I sound British. Just now.
Literally.
It went straight from "Welcome to the Party" to the other song, and I'm like, it's the same song. I was like, this is the same exact song. Like,
Every skip.
It's-
Oh, it's good.
I was
Literally
like,
every
wow, that's the same
Continuance.
exact song.
Yeah.
Just a little change to the beat, just a tad bit, but I felt like it just went straight into the same song.
I felt
Yeah.
that on almost every song.
Hawkum, I think that's what it was called. Hawkum or some short.
Just to reiterate again, bro. I met somebody the other day, to say real quick, and he writes like blogs and he does like album reviews and shit. This nigga fucking Chance album is so trash, bro. You know, I know.
Wow.
Just to
You
reiterate.
know-
Our album's
you know-
so bad, you have
you
to
know-
come back again.
You know, the album is trash when 2 people can talk about an album and exchange numbers. We were talking about the album being so trash
Wow.
Y'all bonded
together
over
that we bonded over the fact that this album was so trash.
You listen
bro.
to it? You listen to it?
Twice,
The
nigga.
whole
I told
thing?
you that.
Yeah.
Since I've listened to it twice since
whole thing?
last week. Yes,
Damn.
the whole thing.
You liked it?
I didn't listen to it.
I've heard songs and I was like, what is he fucking rapping about?
I didn't listen to it.
It was like you get a something, you get a what is it?
You get a bag. or
You
some
get a
shit.
bag, you get a bag, and I'm like, why is this a popular song?
That's crazy because
Glad I don't know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
I'm kind of happy too. But his
My
EP,
bad.
the EP before that was actually good. I actually liked
That
it.
we said that last week.
Pop Smoke shit.
Nah, I wasn't with that wave.
I was with that wave.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's
giving-
like
I'm
just
not
past
You
me.
know what that either?
I'm not giving him a chance.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
This is Ali Simlar. Ali Simlar Podcast, Season 2, Episode number 23. I am Rello. To the right of me, I have
DJ Dane-Ja.
Darren.
Joan.
EAZ.
Hypa on the outside.
Yo, Hypa, yo.
Yeah.
The Oddly Similar Podcast.